Dear students, in the last class we have started new module income from house property. In that we have discussed about some terms used in income from house property. In that I have mentioned about gross annual value. Okay, so in today's session we are going to learn how to compute gross annual value. Gross annual value of a property is the value at which property might reasonably be expected to be let from year to year. That is gross annual value. Okay, so we are going to discuss here how to compute gross annual value. In order to compute gross annual value, you have to compare expected rent with actual rent, whichever is higher. That is gross annual value. Okay, you have to compare expected rent with actual rent, whichever is higher. That is gross annual value. So how will you get this this expected rent? First you have to compare municipal value with fair rental value, whichever is higher. That figure you have to compare with standard rent, whichever is less. That is expected rent. Okay, that expected rent have to compare with actual rent, whichever is higher is gross annual value. This will be more clear when you look at this illustration. Okay, in this example, it is given that municipal value is rupees 40,000, fair rental value rupees 60,000, standard rent rupees 70,000, actual rent rupees 50,000. So, in order to get gross annual value, you have to compare expected rent with actual rent. So first step is we have to calculate expected rent. So first step you have to compare, in order to get expected rent, you have to compare municipal value with fair rental value. Municipal value is 40,000, fair rental value is 60,000. Whichever is higher, which figure is higher? 60,000 is higher. Okay, so you have to compare this 60,000 with standard rent. Standard rent is 70,000. Whichever is less, this figure is less. 60,000 is less. Okay, that figure is what? Expected rent. Okay, expected rent is 60,000. So that figure, expected rent of rupees 60,000, have to compare with actual rent 50,000. Whichever is higher, 60,000 or 50,000, whichever is higher, 60,000 is higher. So gross annual value is 60,000. Okay. Consider another example. Municipal value 1,50,000. Fair rental value 1,80,000, standard rent 1,60,000, actual rent rupees 2,40,000. So first we have to compare municipal value with fair rental value. 1,50,000 with 1,80,000. Whichever is higher, 1,80,000. Okay. Then again 1,80,000 have to compare with the standard rent 1,60,000. Whichever is less, 1,80,000 or 1,60,000. 1,60,000 is less figure. Okay, so that is expected rent. Expected rent is rupees 1,60,000. That have to compare with which figure? Actual rent received. Actual rent received is 2,40,000. 1,60,000 have to compare with rupees 2,40,000. Whichever is higher? 2,40,000 is higher. So gross annual value is 2,40,000. Okay. Hope that you understood how to calculate gross annual value. Do more exercise. Okay. Thank you.